Hi boys and girls, it's time for our cloud video and learning all about what makes clouds. And I think I mentioned to you that springtime is a time when we're probably going to see a lot of clouds and maybe have thunder showers, rain 1 minute, sunshine the next minute, a rainbow, then clouds and rain. So I've got a couple little songs for you, and the first one's called Two Little Clouds, One Spring Day. And it goes like this. Your thumb or your fists are going to be clouds. So two little clouds one spring day went sailing across the sky. They went so fast they bumped their heads and they began to cry. What do you think that's supposed to be? Did you say rain? You got it. But when the sun came out so slow, she said, "Never mind, my dears. I'll shine my sunbeams down on you and wipe away your," what rhymes with dears? Tears. You got it. Okay, I've got another one for you. One spring day, the big round sun, make a sun, winked at a cloud just for fun. That dark gray cloud thundered and cried, scattering raindrops all over outside. But when that sun peeped out so slow, together they made a big, what rhymes with slow, 2 syllables, rainbow. Okay, good job. Thanks for joining me with those songs or those poems, boys and girls. So we are going to talk about clouds, and I think I mentioned to you I have an Eric Carle book called The Cloud Book, and I was wondering if you could help me learn about clouds. I was wondering when I looked up in the sky coming back from Bashan what they're made of. I had to think for a minute. I wonder if some people think they're just cotton balls that were stuck up there, or maybe some meteorologist who studies weather just took whipped cream and went all over the sky. Or maybe there's an artist out there that just paints white clouds and then just pours water out of them. Are any of those theories correct, boys and girls? No. So what do you think clouds are made of then? Those big white puffy things that we sometimes see, or those dark thunder clouds that we sometimes see. Does anybody know how those are formed? Well, have you ever heard of the word evaporation? Have you ever noticed that a mud puddle might be on the ground one day and then the next day when the sun comes out, the mud puddle, the water's gone? Where did it go? It evaporates. So evaporation is when the sun shines down and warms up the water and the water raises up and becomes little teeny droplets that are so small you can't see them. They're called water vapor. So when we have the water and we have the sun shining down, Mr. Sun, shining down on the water evaporates. It goes up. We can't even see that happening. Up it goes. We can't see it. It's so small. And those little water droplets, when they're evaporating, are called water vapor, and they go up. And when the air gets cold, or it gets colder when we get up higher, they form clouds. Wow. So clouds come from water. Clouds are actually made up of water droplets that you can't really see. They're almost invisible. Now, often we'll see white, fluffy clouds, which we'll see in the Little Cloud Book by Eric Carle. But sometimes we see dark gray clouds. These are kind of bluish. And when the water droplets get too heavy in the clouds, boys and girls, what do we see? What happens when dark gray clouds come? When we're so filled with so many water droplets that it just can't hold them anymore. What does it do? What does that cloud do? You guessed it. It rains. So the water comes back down again. And that's called the water water cycle. Evaporation makes the water go up. Water droplets form clouds. Clouds, water droplets get heavy and they fall back down to the water. And we're going to sing a song tomorrow called The Water Cycle. Takes the water, moves it up and down and all around the earth. And we need the sun to make the water evaporate. So we definitely need the sun to make this water cycle happen. So that's the end of our little lesson on how clouds are made. And now I'm going to read you a story about The Little Cloud by Eric Carle. And we have a fun little cloud project afterwards. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's something you can do with white paint on blue paper. Eric Carle loves to finger paint. And he's used white paint and just made beautiful clouds with that. So if you have any white paint at home and some darker paper, you can make your own clouds with your fingers too. Do some finger painting clouds. Okay, this is called Little Cloud, not the cloud boat. Okay, the clouds drifted slowly across the sky. Little Cloud trailed behind. Do you notice how Little Cloud has a little face? The clouds pushed upward and away. Little Cloud pushed downward and touched the tops of the houses and the trees. I don't know about you, but I can see a face on Little Cloud. The clouds moved out of sight. Little Cloud changed into a giant cloud. Wow. Little Cloud changed into a sheep. You've got it, boys and girls. Sometimes when I look up into the sky and I see these giant cumulus clouds, I often imagine shapes that they form in my imaginary brain. Little Cloud changed into an airplane. Little Cloud often saw airplanes flying through the clouds. Wow! Little Cloud has quite the imagination, doesn't he? Then Little Cloud changed into a shark. Little Cloud once saw a shark through the waves of the ocean. Little Cloud changed into 2 trees. Little Cloud liked the way trees never moved and stayed in one place. Little Cloud could probably see lots of trees and stuff in the sky, right, boys and girls? Then Little Cloud changed into a rabbit. Little Cloud loved to watch rabbits dash across the meadows. Then Little Cloud changed into a hat because, let's see what's next. Little Cloud changed into a clown and the clown needed a hat. Wow, Little Cloud can sure change shape. Man, that must mean clouds do change shape. Do you think so, guys? I think for sure I've seen clouds move and change shape. The other clouds drifted back. They huddled close together. Little Cloud, they called to him. Come back! So Little Cloud drifted up to the other clouds, calling his name. And then all the clouds got together and changed into one big cloud. And then do you remember we talked about what happens when they get heavy and filled with little tiny droplets of water vapor? It falls down as rain. Boy, did it rain. And then back to our beautiful finger painting picture. Boys and girls, I'm thinking of so many things you could do at home. If you have white paint or if you have cotton balls, you can glue them to some blue paper and make some cloud shapes. I have one particular thing I'd like you to do with me today, though, as we talk about clouds and different types of clouds. Now, we know that the rain clouds here, let's see, I'm going to show you a picture of some rain clouds. The stratus clouds are the darker gray clouds. Sometimes you'll see it get really dark and gray outside. Stratus clouds are the clouds that bring us rain. They turn dark and they're so full of little tiny water droplets that they need to come out of those clouds, and so it drops as rain. But back in the beginning, our little cloud right here is just a puffy white cloud having fun changing into all these different shapes and moving with the wind. And that kind of cloud is called a cumulus cloud. Cumulus clouds look like big white cotton puffs. They have interesting shapes. One might have the shape of a rabbit. Another might look like an elephant, or the different shapes that we saw in our book. And the third type of cloud that we're going to talk about today is called the cirrus cloud. Now, cirrus clouds are the ones that are just wispy. They call them kind of the horsetail clouds. The sky is blue and sunny, and you look up very high, you might see curly white cirrus clouds above you. So those are three types of clouds. Now, you can combine those kinds of clouds. Sometimes you can have thunder clouds, stratus clouds, and then cumulus clouds all at the same time. But we'll just talk about those three different ones for today. And I put this in your packet this week. And boys and girls, I think it's white, though I don't know if it came out blue. So the first thing you can do is take your white piece of paper and color it all blue, so you can start with a blue sky so you can see your clouds, okay? And I've got three words. I've got cumulus, stratus, and cirrus clouds. And on the cumulus clouds, you're going to add some white of anything you've got. Puffy puffballs, or I had some stuffing here from one of my old stuffed animals. I have some belts here, or if you don't have any of those things, you can use maybe I've cut a paper towel. So that would be your cumulus clouds, your big puffy white ones. Now the stratus, the rain clouds. I've taken my cotton balls in this picture and I colored them all dark, and then I had rain coming out of those. That's your stratus clouds. And so you could take even a little piece of your paper towel and color it gray or dark, and then have rain come out of it if you don't have puffy cotton balls. And then the last ones, the cirrus clouds, they're the wispy, like horsetail ones. And what I did, let's see, I even think I took my paper towel and I just cut it into little wisps like this. So you could glue those on for your cirrus clouds. So three cloud types. Say with me: cumulus, stratus, cirrus clouds. Big white puffy clouds, rain clouds, wispy light clouds with a big blue sky behind it. So my friends, that's what I'd like you to complete today for your science project. And then tomorrow, we're going to see what happens when we boil water and it evaporates. And we're going to learn a word called condensation. Okay, so we have this to do for today after you get your writing done. So 3 videos today, guys. This is our last one. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and we'll have Teacher Ode has a video for you, and she'll have some French work, and then we'll get busy with our little G books, and you'll be able to our I books, and you'll be able to find out what's in my I box. And then I have a fun little science experiment for making some clouds. Okay, my friends. Happy Monday to all of you. Be sure and get at least outside on your sidewalks and practice some sprints and maybe some push-ups and some crunches so you can stay in running shape with Teacher Shelley. And Wednesday we'll have Teacher Christy and Teacher Melissa. And Teacher Carrie is going to be able to do some Zooms too, so she's going to be coming in for the PM class. So my friends, have a great day. And we all love you so much. All your teachers do. All right, over and out. Bye.